I go by Tamaria Lacate on all my socials, so feel free to follow me on your favorite one. We are tapping into the last little bit of energy for today. I did a reading on North Node energy, which was pretty good, and we also did one on somebody, wanting to have this strong desire and this will in action to get themselves out of a financial rut, an energetic rut. So whenever you see me post in this outfit, it's going to be 3 videos. So make sure y'all watch them, like them, comment on them, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit the notification bell so that way you are not missing any of the posts. All right. So since this is going to be the last energetic read, we're going to do some oracle cards. Okay. We're going to get into a freestyle read. That's what I'm going to call it, a freestyle read, where we just let the oracle cards tell the story and then we just clarify them with the tarot. All right. I kind of want to do a love reading. I like them. Maybe I'll do one more after this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Throat needs some lubrication. Because we been yapping. We been talking. Getting this energy out. And I didn't make no tea this morning. But I had made me 2 breakfast burritos. So when I get done with this, I'm about to go eat the second one because I only ate one this morning. All right, Divine. Let's get into some of these oracle cards. All right, and see what we got going on for a random message. All right. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Girl, that wham in a circle. Even her making jump like her. Oh my god, this card just loves popping out. It loves it. All these cards in this fucking deck and this motherfucking same card want to keep fucking the fuck out. But somebody happy, all right? Somebody is very whole, all right? Overjoyed, all right? Somebody happy, all right? And it's not that I'm mad at your happiness. It's just that I see this card a lot, okay? And I guess it should be a good thing, all right? You know, the world needs as much laughter and happiness, all right, as possible. Somebody happy because they are about to get wined and dined, or they are getting wined and dined, all right? They are, you know, in a courtship type of situation, all right? That has a lot of romance and passion. Okay. Okay. Someone's consistently dating. Somebody lucky. It's a lucky break for someone. That's why they're so happy. All right, they got good fortune, they got romance, they got passion. It's a turning point for them. Seems like a similar story, but before I say, let's see. This is someone who feels like, you know, they're happy because they have this romance, they have this lucky break, and they could have grown up with this idea or this mentality or a stigma of being the black sheep, all right? Feeling like they didn't deserve happiness, all right? Because they were so rebellious, all right? And it's like, no matter how rebellious you are, you do want someone to partner with, you do want someone to love, all right? No matter how against the normal expectations, all right, you go, it's like still being in a relationship, all right, having luck is a good thing. All right, so here's the drama. All right, so this person's finally in this energy of having a lucky break, whining and dining, being happy, laughing, accepting themselves for, being the black sheep of the family, of the community, of the world. And then you got these people that are karmics, all right? All right, these karmics, all right, these third parties in these relationships and these lessons, all right, this could be a benefit to the situation that we have laid out here. Maybe they have learned so much from third parties and from past relationships and things of that nature to where they are able to embrace what they truly deserve, all right, by attracting someone who aligns with the black sheep within them, all right. Maybe they found another black sheep, all right, and two black sheeps then got together, all right, and learned some stuff and is learning each other over dinner. And now are they learning each other over dinner and discussing, you know, their relationships, maybe not even out loud, but maybe they're just discussing their relationships internally and how they went and how this relationship ain't nothing like those, all right? And maybe they sitting over the table internally talking about how this could go all the way, all right? How they could take this relationship and this commitment with these two black sheeps all the way to the end of the road. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go the long haul. All right. They gonna be in it. What it say? In it to win it. All right. Long-term intentions invested. All right. They gonna put that extra work, okay, into building this relationship, all right, that they have going on, all right, because they're a lot smarter now and they don't have to try so hard. Okay. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I think I want to keep using this particular deck. All right. I said I was going to use the other one to get 6 cards, but I think we're going to get 6 more. All right. So, brick wall. All right. It did come out in the reverse, so I'm getting like this couple has learned, all right, to allow their defenses, all right, to be subside. All right, they're not as guarded as they would typically be, and they're open, all right, because of the joy that they feel around each other. We're gonna keep it in the reverse. All right, these people could have something in common, all right? They could have had like some rough situations where they had to skirt on out of some situations, all right? They had to run, do some escaping, all right? And maybe they're feeling like this is something that they don't have to run from, all right? This is something that they can actually enjoy the experience, all right? Not only enjoy the experience, now we got knocked up. Not y'all already talking about having a family together or having a blended family, all right? Co-parenting, or not co-parenting, but a blended family, or bringing in new new life into the commitment with you guys. Not you guys are wanting to have some kids together, and this don't necessarily have to be kids, all right? This could be fur babies, all right? For animals, all right? This could be adoption. Okay, this could be expecting, all right? Expecting's on this card as well. All right, so you guys could expect a lot of joy, a lot of bliss, a lot of happiness. All right, it doesn't necessarily have to be a pregnancy. It could be you guys could expect to birth, you know. Oh, look, I didn't even notice that. It fell under lucky break. So you guys could be expecting to birth good fortune into you guys' relationship. All right, love that. I didn't even see it. Yeah, I didn't even see it. So yeah, you guys could be, you know, expecting to like birth some new dreams and some new ideas and some new projects together. Love that. Baby, whatever the case is, this keeps coming out, all right? Whatever y'all got going on, God, some of y'all past people feeling freaking distressed, all right? Wanting to act with urgency, all right? Wanting to come back and get assistance, all right? Because they see you not as the black sheep or the black sheep that got away. Ciao. All right, so I'm getting you guys are going to be doing a lot of research on each other. All right, you guys are going to be understanding the ins and outs of everything about each other. All right, you're going to want to have a clear and thorough explanation of, you know, what makes the other person happy, what makes the other person triggered. All right, you're going to have this level of respect to actually, you know, learn about their black sheep era. All right. Just kind of study each other to get to know each other on a more intimate level. And then we got the karmic, right? It's the next card that we're finna lay a card under, all right? And it's getting like, you know, karmics, all right, are going through it, all right? They could be having some financial issues where, you know, they're not able to keep up with their financial responsibilities, all right? Or maybe this is something that you talk about with this new connection, all right? How, you know, shit hit the fan within your karmic relationships and how, you know, the money wasn't being spent wisely, all right? There was some repossessions, all right? There was some defaults on some payments, all right, for the karmics. The karmics could be experiencing that, or that could just be a moment that you guys talk about within your experience in the past. Oh, not all they want to flip over like that. Stop playing. All right, so last card we got Fugo. Not really sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's just you and this person, all right? Right up under the long haul. We got you and this person having this intense passion, all right? A sense of chemistry. Things are getting heated, all right? And then you got your people in the past that are fake happy for you, all right? They two-faced it, all right? They got hidden intentions, all right? They gonna be trying to distort y'all's reality and y'all's love and y'all's relationship and what y'all got going on by being fake friends, all right? Or y'all got fake friends that are gonna come in with the wrong intentions, okay? So let's get into some clarification real quick with this, all right? So the first one we have is, okay, let me show y'all. All right, so clarification for laughter and brick wall in reverse, all right? So with this, it's just really giving me that you and the person, y'all are really open with each other. Y'all have a lot of dialogue, a lot of happy conversations, all right? Maybe you guys joke a lot, or maybe you guys have like inside jokes, or whatever the case may be. But whatever it is, at one point in time, you had a lot of barriers, all right, where you kept a lot of people out, but you are letting these people in and you're finding your happiness, you're finding your joy, all right? You're feeling whole within this connection, which is beautiful, all right? So you guys could be, you know what I'm saying, going out to eat, trying new places, trying new experiences, all right? While you guys are out, eventually, you know, the conversation of exes could come up, all right? Past relationships could come up, but it's like both of you guys maybe have the same experience of you being the person who leaves, all right? You being the person who runs and has to escape for your life, all right? Maybe you guys had to deal with some crazies, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy people, some crazy relationships, all right? But whatever the case is, it's like you guys did the work that you need to do in order to heal it, all right? So not only did you heal it, it's like you're in this place, all right, of being able to love, you know, like that first love where you're just ready to pour everything into it and give it your all before you actually get hurt. It's like y'all is right there. And because of that type of love, it's going to bring in new experiences for you, all right? New expectations, all right? You're going to expect nothing but good fortune, good opportunities, good communication, good finances, good health, good love, good everything to come from this situation. All right. Then we have this right here, all right? So you guys are going to understand. You guys are going to read up, all right? You're going to do your research on each other, all right? You're going to ask the tough questions. You're going to get through the scary parts, all right? All right, you're going to get through the scary parts, and you guys are going to really learn to, again, just really know each other. All right, and then we had the karmics, all right? So the karmic relationships, you guys are going to have maybe similar stories, all right? Or your karmics is just going through it right now, all right? The karmics is getting the karma, all right? That's what this is, all right? Karmics getting the karma, all right? Meanwhile, here y'all are, all right? This insane chemistry, all right? Ready to go the long haul, all right? Ready to be inseparable, all right? And continue down the rest of y'all's path of life and of love together. That's so cute. That's so cute. That is so freaking cute. All right, let's see what the tarot got to say. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clarify laughter and brick wall. All right, so y'all definitely focused on y'all's bag, all right, y'all's coins, all right, y'all did it independently, so y'all coming together, and that could be another reason why y'all have good fortune, all right, because you know the independent work that it takes in order to preserve your energy, preserve your resources, and to stay along the course in order to get to this level of success, okay? And it's like, okay, so independence, all right? So independent, all right? To get to that independent success, all right? You guys had to go on a journey, all right? To where you did isolate yourself from friends, you did isolate yourself from family, you did just go within this inner journey, within your inner self, and you just really understood every compartment of your mind and of your heart, all right? You started to see your dark side, you started to see your light side, you started to see how you could use both of them, all right, in order to be the person that you wanted to be, all right. You went in, you did the introspection with this hermit, all right. Because of that, it's like you guys both know that coming together within a union with two people that understand energy, that understand manifestations, that understands the sacral chakras, all right. You guys know that when you link up, the abilities that you have to manifest, all right, with the Empress, all right, y'all gonna be expecting harvests after harvest after harvest after harvest, a beautiful, luxurious, wealthy life, okay? A great, grand life, okay? Because you know that this person's gonna bring in something very unique to the situation, as well as you're gonna bring in something unique to the situation, and then y'all is gonna give everything to God, the glory to God, all right? And then as you're giving the glory to God, God's just gonna keep blessing y'all, all right? And then y'all gonna be out here just abundant, okay? Just abundant, and maybe even to yourselves within this relationship. Okay, let's clarify the wine and dine, and then the skirt. All right, because y'all had to do some quick getaways, all right? Y'all had to do some escaping from some past relationships, all right? But y'all is here for each other for the long haul, all right? Let's see, Shawty got, I don't know if that's a wedding ring on her hand, but it looked like it. It looked like she got a wedding ring on her hand. All right, so Divine, clarify wine and dine in the skirt. What was going on with that? All right, so new beginnings, okay? New beginnings, all right. So bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Wands, all right? So this is someone on the very, very beginning of a new journey, a new spiritual journey, all right? Starting something new, all right? Investing their spiritual energy towards working on getting to the next level, all right? This is the Page is like the very beginning stages, all right? You know how it's almost like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. You know, the Page is like just now starting to learn about this spiritual stuff, all right? Just now, all right? So maybe you had to escape from these situations, all right? Because you ain't know no better. You ain't know too much about the spirit, right? You ain't know too much about your spirit, and you combining and mixing your energy with other people's spirit, all right? And then you got into these situations, all right, to where you had to escape because they weren't no good for you, for your life, for your soul, for anything, okay? You realize that it was affecting your ability, all right, to be resourceful, all right, to be abundant, all right? You was realizing within your spirit that you had to get away from some things and some people that were karmic, all right? You realized that being attached to certain entities, certain spirits with people was causing you to not be in this love and light energy that you were in, all right? You realize you had to free yourself from this devil energy, all right? And this codependent energy of being attached to the ways of the worlds that keep you in this sense of materialism, all right? Keep you in this sense of bondage, all right? In order to have what the world considers happiness and abundance, all right? But eventually, along your baby journey as a Page of Wands, the divine handed you this new opportunity, all right? This new sense of a new beginning, all right? This new level of success to get away from this devil and to go and work on yourself and work on your finances. And y'all both took, you know, this opportunity, all right? You took the opportunity to start something new, all right? Be more creative. Start reserving some of your sacral energy for the projects that you wanted to work on, all right? To save it, all right? You keeping your sacral energy is going to allow you to be, you know, focused on the task at hand, all right? It's not saying that your sacral energy ain't gonna be strong, but it's gonna be strong for the right reasons, okay? So you guys had to skirt out of there because you was realizing that your energy was being wasted, all right? It wasn't providing you with that consistent dating and that romance and passion that you knew should have been there. It was providing you with a lot of drama and chaos, which is why you had to skirt up out of there. Oh. Okay. Lucky break and knocked up. Let's tap into that real quick. Lucky break and knocked up. Yep, that flipped over. All right, so we got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. All right, so with this High Priestess, it's like you guys started seeing things, all right, a lot more, all right? You started to kind of see the ways of the world, all right? You kind of started to see beyond the veil, all right, of illusions. You started to really tap into your intuition to guide you to, you know, higher places to where you could be able to receive good luck, all right? So this lucky break is really coming from the both of you guys being able to get in this energy of balance, all right, with the King of Cups in the middle, all right, with the King of Cups in the middle to the goddamn Nine of Cups on the side. You both went in, all right, to find yourselves, okay? Not only did you find yourself, you found your balance, all right? You started receiving success that was emotionally satisfying to you, all right? That put you in this energy of, like, this emotional energy of abundance, all right? It's like you know how to go within in order to find that. All right, so with the 9 and the King of Cups, that's literally essentially 10 cups, all right? So you guys have wish fulfillment together because you learned how to balance out your energetic energy. That's not what I wanted to say. You guys learned how to balance out what you were pouring your energy into, all right? So it's like you made investments that you knew would be beneficial for you, all right? That would keep you stable. That would keep you in this energy of joy, all right? So not only did you invest your finances, but you also invested your physical energy, all right, into things that you knew would bring you emotional fulfillment. So that's why you guys have the lucky break, and you guys know how to use your energy emotionally and physically in order to expect certain things from the universe and from God. Okay, let's clarify the black sheep really quick and the reading up. I feel like I need to pop my neck. These cards be sticking. All right, so black sheep and reading up. Okay, so it's like you guys are going to get really intimate with each other with this conversation. All right, you're going to talk about all of the things that used to keep you trapped mentally that you had to free yourself from. All right, you're going to be very open, very vulnerable about those places. And like it was mentioned, you guys, you put your guard down so you feel open and ready to do something like this with this person. All right, so black sheep. We got 3 major arcana cards out here. All right, so you guys learn to, fight your battles wisely with being this black sheep. All right, someone who's always rebelling, going against the expectations and defying the norms. All right, you learned how to be in competition with yourself and not be in competition with other people. You learned how to put yourself in things that were challenging, but challenging for your spirit in the best ways. All right. You learned how to do a lot of conflict resolution. All right. You learned how to really challenge yourself above, you know, the norms. Okay. You learned to challenge yourself, and that was something that helped you both to build a sense of character. All right. It's like with the black sheep and the reading up, it's like you guys are going to be, like I said, completely honest with each other. You guys are going to let each other know the areas of your life where you did struggle, all right, that you did have to free yourself from, that you did have to develop a different mindset, okay? And you were able to develop that different mindset because look at here. All right, you had the chariot. All right, you decided to move out of that bondage and towards victory and success with whatever it is that you were wanting to do, even as the black sheep. Okay, you found a purpose and a healing. All right, you learned how to carry that vessel of yourself that holds your spirit in the right direction. All right, you learned how to be a leader as a black sheep. All right, you learned how to be a protector and a provider of yourself and of your family and of your home as a black sheep. And that's why you guys are so connected. All right, because your journey of life has been very similar. Okay, you've gone through some similar situations. All right, you've overcome some similar like mindsets and things that would have caused you setbacks. All right, you guys have some similarities of growth and structure and change. And not only do you have those similarities, you realize the benefits of moving past those devilish ways. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, ain't nobody perfect. All right, but some people choose to stay in this energy, all right, a lot longer than what they need to stay in it, all right? It's like learn the lesson and move on, all right? Which is what y'all did. So let's get into this karmic third-party relationships, lessons, repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Let's get into this. All right, so bottom of the deck, all right, we definitely have, an ending, all right? It was a rough ending for you guys both to let go of these karmic relationships, these third-party lessons, all right? Being within these situations to where you guys were financially strained, all right? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, all right, and the Four of Pentacles, all right. You guys realized that you were missing out on opportunities from the divine because you weren't guarding and protecting your energy and your finances the way that you should. All right, the 4 and the ace, that's 5. So with the 5 of Pentacles, you were attaching yourself to someone that was energetically a leech. All right, you realize that being attached to someone that was energetically a leech was causing you to have delayed blessings. All right, causing you to have to hold on so tight to what it was that you did have, because you guys were in these karmic situations that were not pouring into you. All right, they were draining you. All right, so you decided to rush on up out of them situations. All right, with the skirt, you was like, I'm finna rush up out of these. Spiritually, I gotta make moves. I gotta do it fast. I gotta do it impulsive. Once I make the move, I gotta decide that I will never put myself in that sort of situation again. All right, from a logical perspective, it's like, regardless of how much passion may have been within those situations, I know from a logical viewpoint, all right, a logical perspective, that, you know, I can't put myself in those types of situations to where it's risky behavior when it's coming to my energy and my finances. Okay, so you put it into it. All right, you say no more. We're not doing it. We're not having it. We're not doing the karmics. We're not doing the repos. All right, and then let's go ahead and clarify the last one, the long haul and the fugo. Chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up, all right? And it's a win it. Long-term intentions, invested. Ciao. All right, so bottom of the deck, again, we do have the Lovers card. All right, so you guys are committed. All right, you guys are wanting to get to the point to where you can, you know, make it official. All right, maybe you guys are getting to the point to where you want to get married. All right, maybe you guys are getting to the point to where you want to have a ceremony. Okay, maybe you guys are getting to the point to where, you know, you are just ready. All right, it's like you guys, again, both had to do a lot of healing, all right, and go through some painful breakups, some painful past experiences when it came to the idea of love, all right. That could have, you know what I'm saying, mentally, you could have had this idea like, yeah, I'm done with love, right? But you allowed the divine to really put you in a place to where you learned how to love yourself so thoroughly, all right? And when you tapped into that self-love and you seen the overflowing possibilities of being connected to that self-love and that divine love, that it was like, hey, you know what? Loving somebody else don't sound so bad, because I have so much love to give, and I know that I'm not ever gonna run out of it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna run out of this love. I know how to tap into source and get my cup refilled and overflowing whenever I need it to. All right. So I'm gonna take this new beginning. All right. I'm gonna take this new beginning and I'm gonna go on this new journey and I'm gonna see where it leads me. All right. And I'm gonna do it with a sense of leadership. All right, it's going to be something that I protect, it's going to be something that I guard, it's going to be something that I cherish. All right, so you guys are both in this energy of allowing, all right, emotional and spiritual beginnings to happen in y'all's relationship, within y'all's journey. All right, and then not only that, y'all gonna protect it. All right, because you already know what it's like to be entwined or entangled with relationships and karmics that don't have this sense of protection, not only in the physical but also in the spiritual. All right, so you guys are going to do the work that it takes in order for you to allow this love to do the distance, all right, to go all the way. All right, because you didn't get a lot of healing and a lot of self-work on yourself to heal through all of that karmic pain and baggage from past relationships. Okay. Well, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Let me pull some of these real quick before we end it. You guys found each other as the diamond in the rough, okay? You was like, black sheep, where? This is my diamond. This is my prize, my reward, okay? Listen, you guys realize that the pressure of your past relationship created a sort of ambiance within your spirit, within your energy, within your presence that could be hardly, found in this journey of people journeying towards relationships and love. All right, you guys found each other as a jewel, a precious jewel. All right, a whole diamond out here. And not only that, you guys make each other so happy. All right, you guys are like full of light, full of love, full of vibrance. Okay, as you guys allow the joy between the two of you to be shared, as you embrace the brightness after the storms that you guys went through. Love that. Love that for you. All right. This is a chase that was worth the pursuit, okay? This was I'm gonna go after it because I know it's worth it, all right? I know that there's a thrill beyond my expectations that I'm gonna get from pursuing this situation. All right, you guys could have felt like you had to wait a long time to come across someone like this, all right, with this kind of energy, all right? But divine is saying that the patience, or the waiting, should I say, was only preparing you for what was to come. Baby, when I tell you y'all didn't took off. All right, you guys have so much ambition, so much shared ambition, so much things that you guys want to do together. All right, and you guys are just ready to allow the momentum to build until y'all just take off with it. And then, of course, you got the frenemy who was on the bottom of the deck of the original Oracle cards. They're jealous, all right, that you guys have found this peace and this love and this harmony within your life. But hey, if they do the internal work, they can have it too, all right? They can have it too, okay? But yeah, it says someone comparing themselves to you. All right, so they're going to be comparing their relationships, all right, to y'all's, all right? Your karmics are going to be comparing y'all's relationships to what it was when y'all were together, all right? Just a lot of unnecessary comparing going on from people that are jealous. All right, so with this coughing out, this is not like a formal death, all right, for you guys. This is a whole new beginning, all right? This is liberation because you guys decided to let go of the things that, you know, weren't great for you, all right? You decided to let go, all right? And so now you've let go of those endings and you've been reborn and you're transitioning into this new version of yourself, all right? So you guys are going to be doing a lot of talking, all right? A lot of intimate talking, all right? Getting to know each other. But we've already said that. We already know you guys are getting deep down into the very crevices of each other's heart, mind, and soul, all right? And not only are you getting down to the crevices of it, you're enjoying what it is that you're finding out and how compatible you are. Wait a minute, is this your twin flame? All right, is this your person that compliments you the most, even though y'all are kind of the same because y'all are both black sheeps, but maybe, you know, y'all's journey was different, but it was also the same? Wait a minute, is this your twin flame? Someone who brings that ultimate balance into your life, all right? A sense of duality. All right, y'all are polar opposites, but it just meshes for you guys. I'm not even shuffling. Not you done found your twin flame. Not y'all both black sheeps. Whatever it is, you guys have a lot of intense passion and chemistry together, all right? I'm showing that this is something that is like a slow burn. It's like, you know, you see, what is this? It's a candle, but it looks like it's a candle in like some grass or something. All right, you guys have equal interests, all right? You guys love having fun together and this burning desire to just keep that chemistry going. I need two more, Divine. Two more. Give me two more for us to wrap up this little love situation we got going on. All right, bottom of the deck, we do have the butterfly. All right, so this is all about, you know, evolving, all right, growing, moving on to the next phase. All right, this is all about releasing the past and healing those inner child wounds. All right, and in order to grow and evolve, you have to do what? You have to get rid of old school memories and outdated thinking and things that conditioned you to be within those situations that you didn't need to be in, all right? Letting go of those events that you play over and over in your head, all right? That's how you have to grow so that you can actually, you know, come into a certain type of love, all right, that's unconditional, all right? A love that's safe, a love that makes you feel whole, a love that, you know, reciprocates, you know, the affection that you have for each other, the attraction that you have for each other, the selflessness that you're able to display within the relationship. I love that for you guys. That's all I got for this reading because we going on an hour. We're going on a whole hour. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I will see you in the next one. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. Bye.